Welcome to our weekly news update from George and Surrounds on a Tuesday. Today is 21st May and I'm Ilse Skoenraad for Group Editors Live. In a week's time, South Africans, or at least those who care, will be heading to the polls in what could be the first national election that sees voters topple the ANC. Yesterday, Monday 20 May, I spoke to political analyst Dr Piet Croucamp, Associate Professor of Political Studies and International Relations at Northwest University via Zoom, about the elections and various factors at play. This is what he said when I asked him what the ideal outcome of the election would be. Brace yourself.
Get rid of the ANC. You have to vote them out. You have to get rid of them, and you have to get rid of them in a way that you can remove them from. Remember, if they can lose a national election and still control 7 of the 9 provinces, you have to get rid of them completely out of the system. That business model that represents the way that the ANC is functioning has become so corrupt that you cannot fix it. Ramaphosa has farmed backwards, not because he wanted to, but because he can't stop the rot. The ANC is already past the point of renewal and turning it around. You have to get rid of them. That's the only way you can solve this problem.
To see the full interview, go to our Group Editors YouTube channel or click on videos at georgeherald.com or any of our other 5 websites. The disaster site in Victoria Street in George has been secured. The focus is now on the cause of the building collapse on Monday, 6 May. 34 people died following the tragedy, and South Africans are demanding answers. Also about the government's and municipalities' oversight role. Western Cape Local Government and Environmental Affairs MEC, Anton Bredell, has given the assurance that no stone will be left unturned to determine the cause. Various tests are being conducted on the land, soil and concrete, while the construction processes are being scrutinised. Police will also investigate whether the approved building plans were adhered to during construction. It is believed that many labour laws were shunned by the contractors. The body of a woman discovered in an advanced state of decomposition on 15 May by hikers in a field next to the road in Victoria Bay could be that of missing businesswoman Bonnie Brink Lawrence, 62, from Puckelsdorp. The body was found 5 months to the day after her husband, Quinton Lawrence, reported her as missing. Brink Lawrence disappeared amid accusations that she had defrauded numerous people out of millions of rand. Her husband identified the clothes and jewellery on the body as his wife's. A fatal crash in CJ Langenhoven Street last Wednesday, 15 May, has claimed the lives of 2 young people from George. The deceased, a man and a woman, were both in their mid-20s. According to Lieutenant Colonel Malcolm Pouyer, Western Cape Police spokesperson, the couple died when their white Nissan NP200 collided with a tree near the entrance of Heatherlands High School. No other vehicles were involved. The Thembalethu Regional Court has sentenced 2 34-year-old men to a combined 320 years for damaging essential infrastructure, but in effect they were sentenced to 10 years in jail each. The 2 were arrested on the N2 in July 2021 when police found stolen cell phone tower components in their vehicle. Further investigation by the Hawks revealed that the suspects were part of a syndicate responsible for numerous thefts and tampering with essential infrastructure in the Western Cape, linked to 15 cases amounting to 1.3 million in damages. The quaint village of De Rest, a former winner of the ever-popular Kwela Town of the Year competition, is the 2024 Western Cape finalist and again in the running to take this coveted title. De Rest kicked Klein Karoo sand in the eyes of the other 2 hopefuls, the coastal towns of George and Onrus, to come out tops in the province. When all 9 towns have been announced, the public will be able to vote for South Africa's top town from 7 p.m. on 14 July to 12 noon on 19 July. 4 dance schools are geared up for this weekend's Dance Mosaic, Dancing for Dogs, a yearly performance at the George Arts Theatre in aid of animal welfare. The show will be staged this coming Friday, 24 May and Saturday, 25 May. As always, the proceeds will be donated to the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals, and Vital Vet and Dr Pet Insurance are the sponsors. Tickets are available at George Arts Theatre, Checkers and CompuTicket at R350 per ticket. And finally, this weekend we'll see trail runners from all over the world arriving in George to take part in the George Mountain Ultra Trail. Our own homegrown ultra trail, proudly known as the Mutt, is now part of the UTMB World Series Adventure, and the race base is Outeniqua Park Stadium. The Mutt Miler, that runs over 100 miles of varied terrain, is the ultimate endurance challenge, and the Outeniqua Mountain is the perfect test. See the full video by Jeff Aliff explaining and showing exactly just how tough the Mutt is on YouTube or on one of our websites. And that's it for our Tuesday News Wrap. I'm Ilse Squinrad for George Herald and Group Editors Live.